Benny's Bunny School Adventure, a school for special bunnies, in a sunny little village, surrounded by rolling green hills and bright fields of tulips, there was a very special school, Bunny School. It was the happiest place in the meadow, where young rabbits learned all the wonderful things that made them true bunnies. They practiced their highest hops, learned to wiggle their noses just right, and most importantly, they discovered how to spread joy and kindness to all the creatures in the meadow. Among the many students at Bunny School was a cheerful, golden-furred bunny named Benny. Benny loved to help his friends, make others laugh, and find fun in everything he did. He wasn't the fastest hopper or the best at hiding eggs, but he had the biggest heart of all. One bright morning, as the sun warmed the meadow, their teacher, Mrs. Willow, stood in front of the class with exciting news. "Class, our biggest event of the year is coming up, the Great Bunny Festival," she announced. The room erupted with excited chatter. "That's when we show all the animals what we've learned," squeaked Benny's friend, Lily, a soft white bunny with twinkling eyes. "And we get to spread happiness all over the village," added Max, a tall, fluffy bunny known for his super-fast hops. Mrs. Willow smiled. "That's right. And this year, each of you will have a special task to help make the festival magical." Benny's ears perked up. He couldn't wait to find out what his special job would be. Benny's special task. The next day, Mrs. Willow began handing out festival assignments. Max and the fastest bunnies would lead the bunny hop race. Lily and the artistic bunnies would paint beautiful Easter eggs. The cleverest bunnies would hide colorful eggs all over the village for the big hunt. The fluffiest bunnies would help make delicious carrot cakes. When it was Benny's turn, Mrs. Willow gave him a warm smile. "Benny, your task is very special. You will create the happiest Easter egg for the festival centerpiece." Benny gasped with excitement. "Me, paint the happiest egg?" he asked, his little tail twitching. Mrs. Willow nodded. "That's right. You are always spreading joy, Benny. I know you can put that happiness into your design." Benny's heart swelled with pride. He was ready for the challenge, Benny's big challenge. Benny rushed to the bunny art station, where pots of paint and smooth, white eggs were waiting. He picked up his first egg and dipped his brush in bright yellow paint. But oops! The egg rolled right off the table and cracked on the ground. Benny frowned. Well, that didn't go as planned. He grabbed a second egg and tried mixing all the colors together. But oh no! Instead of a bright, happy design, the egg turned into a big, messy blob of brown. Benny sighed. "Maybe I am just not good at this," he muttered. He looked around and saw all his friends painting beautiful patterns and decorating eggs perfectly. He felt a little embarrassed. Just then, Lily hopped over. "Don't give up, Benny," she said kindly. "You always tell me that mistakes help us learn. Just have fun with it." Benny smiled at her words. She was right. Instead of worrying about making the perfect egg, he decided to just paint from his heart. He picked up a fresh egg, dipped his brush in all the happiest colors, bright yellow, sky blue, and soft pink, and began to create. Swirls of sunshine and stars, tiny bouncing bunnies, and little twinkling flowers covered his egg. And right in the middle, he painted a big, happy, smiley face. When Benny was done, he giggled at his own work. "This is it. This is my happiest egg. The Great Bunny Festival." Finally, the Great Bunny Festival arrived. The entire village gathered in the meadow, eager to see what the bunny school had prepared. Max and his team led the bunny hop race. Lily's eggs looked magical in their bright colors. The hidden eggs were found by excited baby chicks and squirrels. And the carrot cakes were fluffy and delicious. Then, Mrs. Willow stood in the center of the festival, holding up Benny's special egg. "This egg reminds us of something very important," she said. "It reminds us that making mistakes is part of learning, that kindness makes everything better, and that happiness is something we can share with everyone around us." The crowd cheered loudly. Benny beamed with pride. He had done it. His heart swelled, not just because his egg was the centerpiece of the festival, but because he had learned an important lesson. Making mistakes helps us grow. Believing in yourself makes everything more fun. Kindness and encouragement make the world a happier place. As the sun set over the joyful festival, Benny looked around at his friends, his colorful egg, and the laughter filling the air. "This is the best bunny festival ever," he giggled. And from that day on, Benny never doubted his ability to create, learn, and spread happiness because he knew that trying, failing, and trying again was the best part of every adventure. Moral of the story: mistakes are part of learning. Never give up. Kindness and encouragement make challenges easier. Happiness comes from believing in yourself and spreading joy to others. This is the end. Please subscribe to our channel for access to over 600 thoughtfully crafted stories for children.